Yo, I have never made a video on the premiere of anything ever. I can't believe just how good this premiere is for Kamen Rider Zeztz, and that's saying something. Generally, the premieres of shows are things that I either skip or I just don't really care much about. A lot of the time when I'm watching or rewatching a Kamen Rider series, Super Sentai series, sometimes even Power Rangers, I will skip the first 5 episodes. 1, because I've already seen them. 2, I get it. And 3, I don't like when a show is trying to feel itself out, and you can tell when a show has settled into what it knows it wants to be and when it's trying to figure itself out in the beginning. This episode 1 of Zeztz, is actually crazy. This is so off the cuff. There's no script to this. I'm so fresh off of watching it, and I just need to gush about it because what I love the most about this first episode is its atmosphere. They did so well at making you feel everything that's going on. First of all, we start with this big 007 secret agent type thing, which ends up being a dream, which I kind of figured was going to be the case, just given the premise of the show. But they did so well with, like, he's like a secret agent. He's like shooting all these people, these kidnappers, robbers, whatever. They kidnap this girl, and he wakes up. He's like, oh, I guess his sister's like, you're not a superhero. You need to stop dreaming all this stuff.
Who are you? You miserable, presumptuous, no talent. You suck. You're a no talent.
A lot of stuff like happens. He gets like hit by a car.
What?
And he ends up in a hospital. Now, what really blew me away, and this is part of why I wanted to make this video, like I said earlier, the atmosphere is insane. He gets hit by a car, he's in the hospital, and this monster starts like infiltrating, right? And he starts like shooting at him. He sees the monster, he's like, oh shoot, and he's like trying to run out, and he's screaming for help, and the monster just keeps shooting. There's sparks flying everywhere, like it just doesn't stop. And one thing that they never do, or I don't say never, one thing that they rarely do in situations like this, they stopped all the music. So it's just him scrambling to find help, trying to get out of there. And he just cannot find his way. He's like stumbling through, and like all this random weird stuff starts happening. And it kind of freaked me out because that's exactly what a nightmare feels like. It's not like, oh, it's just scary. It's like, no, a nightmare is you are helpless. Like there's nothing you can do. Like you can't, it's, I don't know. I remember getting chills and like kind of almost fetal position because I was like, oh, I'm watching this happen, and like this has happened to me in my nightmares at points. Like this is actually kind of crazy. And then once he realizes he's in a lucid dream, he starts like kind of making things happen. That's when he gets the driver and the I think it's called the capsum, and he transforms into Kamen Rider Zeztz. I will be the first to tell you, I was not the biggest on Zetz's design when we first saw him. I thought he looked kind of plain. The belt around the chest kind of felt plain. It kind of felt like the design was unfinished, even if it was sort of supposed to be this unique new style, kind of like how Drive had the tire across the front. But when we see him in motion, and this is always the case, when we see him in motion with this design, it's like night and day. And I think the fact that this happened at night made it look so much better too. I love the way that it moves. I love the way that it looks. I love just the effects that they did with it, the color going all throughout the body, kind of like thighs. It's so pleasing to look at. I love the good morning. Like that's really cool.
Good morning.
I just love this idea that you can be a superhero in your dreams and actually make a difference. And like that's all he wants to do. Now he is like a silly, goofy kind of guy, which I kind of wish wasn't the case. He reminds me of Ace from Kamen Rider Zeztz. Now, keep in mind, I didn't watch Zeztz. I watched maybe like 8 episodes. I couldn't do it. It wasn't really for me. But like his personality when he's that that secret agent sort of suave kind of guy in his dreams and stuff reminds me of what I remember Ace being in Zeztz. And then outside of that, he's super goofy. I feel it could work. I really do feel it could work. I kind of wanted just a laid back rider this time around, but you know what? I'm here for it. This first episode really did me in. I'm so excited. The only thing that I'm worried about is this episode was a lot of fun. It was very detail packed. This episode did a lot with its cinematography. I'm worried that in the next few episodes that's not really going to be the case. A lot of the time the first episode will be them putting their all into everything, and in the next few episodes you can tell they're laid back a bit more. They're not doing as much. I want this to continue. I want this level of detail and action and just all this stuff. I love the way that the nightmare segment made me feel. It felt so real, and seeing him take himself back and be like, you know what, I'm going to take control of my own dream. That was so cool to me. I loved it a lot. It made me almost go and buy a driver because like, I really, really enjoyed this episode, and it's one of those things where like if I were to rewatch this show all the way through, I absolutely would go through from episode 1, which I never do. It sounds like nothing, but like it's a big thing for me. I just loved it a lot. Kamen Rider Zeztz is off to a really good start. I hope it continues this track. I'm very excited to see where this show is going to go next. Let me know if you guys want more videos along the way talking about Zeztz and future episodes or even merchandise and those kinds of things. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys so much for boarding my rainbow line. It's like 6 in the morning. I'll see you guys at the next stop. See you.